Good morning, good evening, and good night. Of course, it depends in where in the world you are. I'm Diego Gomez, and today, guys, we're going to be talking about a very important topic: COVID-19 masks and United States. I am talking about this topic, and I am also referring to it because during the last few days and during the last few hours, a very polemic and important decision was made in this country, in the United States, related to mask mandate. And I am talking actually about what has been happening over a decision made by a US federal judge on Monday who decided to strike down the COVID 19 mask mandate for public transportation imposed by the administration of President Joe Biden, prompting major airlines to quickly drop the requirement. I am also referring to the US District Judge Catherine Kimball, who said a national public health agency has exceeded its legal powers in issuing this mandate. If we actually take a look at what this mandate is, we need to take in account that it actually requires to use masks related to COVID 19 inside airplanes, subways, trains, buses, and even taxis and other forms of public transportation that was recently extended by the CDC until May the 3rd amid the rise in coronavirus cases. We need also to take account that US airlines and different companies and also Republic lawmakers have tried to call an end for this mask mandate, which was issued by the CDC on February the 3rd of 2021, shortly after Biden took office. Another very important thing is that the Transportation Security Administration, in light of the decision of this US district judge, which runs security at airports, will not enforce directives to requiring mask use on public transportation and also transportation hubs at this time. This was said by an official of this administration. After the ruling was announced, also, we need to take in account that United Airlines, after the decision was made, announced to drop its mask mandate on domestic flights and also on some international flights, depending on the rules in the country of arrival. While this means that our employees are no longer required to wear a mask and no longer have to enforce the mask mandate and requirement for most of flying public, they will be able to wear masks if they choose to do, as the CDC continues to strongly recommend wearing masks on public transit. This was said by the airline in a statement, and like it was expected by very different experts, after United Airlines made this decision on mask mandate, it was soon followed by American Airlines, Delta Airlines, and also Alaska Airlines, who all made masks optional for crew members and also for customers on domestic and also on most international flights. Like United Airlines, they also cautioned the travelers who will still be subject to local mask regulations at their destinations. But another very important topic that we need to actually take in account is that the US government is appealing a court ruling that controversially lifted a federal mask mandate on public transport earlier this week. This was said and announced by the Justice Department on Wednesday that the United States government is going to appeal this decision. We need to remember that this US federal judge who struck down the COVID 19 mask mandate on Monday, stating that it exceeded the CDC statutory authority. And after that, the notice came minutes after the Centers for Disease and Control Prevention asked the Justice Department to appeal the decision handed down by this federal judge in Florida earlier this week. Another very important thing that we should take in account about the CDC is that on a statement on Wednesday, they said that its continuing assessment at this time and also an order requiring masking in the indoor transportation corridor remains necessary for the public health. Another very important topic is that during Joe Biden's administration has offered mixed messages in the wake of the Monday when this decision was made by the Florida district judge. And also, while officials said that Americans should hear the CDC's guidance, even if it was no longer a requirement, and Biden himself suggests that they have more flexibility on masking up during transit. Very important topic that we need to also take in account during this video is that the White House press secretary Jen Psaki said on Wednesday that Biden is still encouraging Americans to wear masks when traveling. But like I was telling you before during this video, many different companies have taken the decision to just ignore this mask mandate. Most airlines and airports and many public transit systems, and even the ride-sharing company Uber, has made the decision and lifted their mask wearing requirements in the hours following Monday's ruling by the U.S. District Judge. The appeal drew criticism from the U.S. Travel Association, which is the logo that we're actually taking a look in the screen, which, along with other industry groups, have been pressuring Biden administration for months to end the mask mandate for traveling. Mask mandate were critically important during the height of the pandemic, and this was said by the U.S. Travel Association, but also with low hospitalization rates and multiple effective health tools now widely available, from boosters to therapies to high-quality air ventilation aboard aircraft, require masking on public transportation. Mask is simply out of step with the current public health landscape. And this was said by the US Travel Association during this week. And also, like I was telling you, this is a very polemic decision. And in social media, many different people have taken and exchanging opinions about what they think about mask mandate. Some people are actually in favor. They think that masks are very important even during the height of the pandemic that we are at this moment. And some other people think that masks are no longer required and they are no longer really helpful preventing COVID-19 contagions in the United States. Remember, I am just talking about the United States. I am not referring to mask mandate in any other countries where the COVID-19 situation is a little bit different from the United States. So, like I was telling you guys, this is a very important and also very polemic decision that was made during this week, earlier this week, and also on Wednesday. U.S. government decided to appeal the decision. As always, I invite you to tell me in the comment section what do you think about this decision. Are you willing to keep wearing masks during the end of the pandemic, or are you actually against using masks at this height of the pandemic? You can also tell me what do you think in the comment sections down here below. And as always, I invite you to follow me in my social media, Diego Gomez TV, Facebook, and also Twitter and Instagram at Diego Reportero. And I invite you to subscribe in my YouTube channel right here, Diego Gomez TV. Hit on the notification bell, and guys, I see you in my next streaming. Goodbye.